Alright guys, I want to share with you the Formex Essence. Now I'm going to do something a little bit different with this watch than I typically do because there's going to be future videos of this watch as well. I'm going to hold on to this one for a little while and continue to wear it and try some different things, and I'll check in periodically with you guys on it. But this is my initial little video that I'm going to do on it and sharing, kind of like I normally do. So let's just get into the case size right away. It is a 43 millimeter case, so it's a little bit larger, for a lot of people. I know a lot of people like the 40, 41, 42 sweet spot, and this, crosses over that and goes into the 43, but I'm telling you, it wears great, and I'll cover some of the reasons why in a moment. So 43, the lug to lug is going to be about 49 millimeter, non-drilled. So, and sometimes it's nice just to see that clean line going across this edge of the case instead of interrupting it with a hole in the case, and especially in this case because it's going to have no tools, quick release function for all of the straps, so you can keep that clean line, and it looks better, I think, personally. Thinness on this guy is only 10.5 millimeter. That includes the display case back and the sapphire crystal on top. 22 millimeter lug width here. This excellent bracelet. I mean, when I say excellent bracelet, this is like up there top 2-3 bracelets. This is a killer bracelet. It tapers down to 20 mil. And who would have thought one of my favorite bracelets would have a butterfly clasp? You guys know I don't even like butterfly clasp, but they did this one totally trick. Everywhere you look on this watch, or probably this entire brand, they have trick stuff. They have this exact model in a forged carbon case with ceramic bits and everything. It's more money and everything, but that's a crazy build. You go to their website, I'll put a link in the description. They even have a solid gold version of this. These guys are not playing around. They have like legit awesome watches. So those are the measurements. Let's get into some of the other things. The finishing is hand done, and it is spectacular. I'll try to do some close-ups in a moment, but you can see just a quick glance of this thing, the finishing, the machine work, everything is just top notch. The movement is a chronometer grade COSC Sellita SW200. So, maybe you don't know, I suppose, but like when you're buying movements, or when a manufacturer, a watch company is buying movements, there's different grades. So to just say, yeah, it has an SW200 or it has an ETA 2A24, there's different tiers of those movements. So you can buy the entry level one and throw it in there, and people are like, cool, it's got the 2A24 or the SW200. But it could be bottom grade, mid grade, or in this case, top grade. And you get to see it. And they even have some, let's zoom in. Let's check out some stuff here. So you can see they have their custom skeletonized rotor with some fancy blued screws in there to really touch it off. You can see there's a lot of perlage work and some blued screws there, and gold toned gears. So it's fun to look at. I mean, that case back alone is fun to look at, how it's all engraved in there. Stamped in there, engraved in there, however the heck they did it. You have the screws going on there. Now, these screws, the way this case is built, I'm afraid to take it apart. I was talking to Marcus, one of the owners of Formex. He's supposed to send me a video of the assembly of the suspension system. That's right, this has a suspension system. If you're watching this, I'm not the first person to do the video of the Formex. So the case, the outer case, the shell or whatever, is separate from the center part of the watch. So as you push up, you can see it has a suspension system there. And it goes up, a couple millimeter. I don't know the full travel on it, but I would like to get that video from Marcus because I don't really want to take it apart because I suspect it's not easy to put back together. But also when you do that, like if you look at the crown side, so it's a push-pull crown, and I'm telling you, that's why right there. There's no way they were going to be able to do a screw-down crown and have the suspension system. So they had to pick, and I'm glad they went with the suspension system. It might seem like it's a bit of a gimmick, but when you're wearing it on wrist is actually where it comes into play. It helps with the comfort level when you start to articulate your wrist and everything. So I'll try to demonstrate that, but the way I wear it on my wrist, it's not fully utilized. Depending on how tight you wear it or how you wear it, it will come into play potentially. And it's still, even with the push-pull crown, they have good gaskets and good construction, it's still 100-meter water depth rating on this guy. 3-year warranty as well. The retail price on it, I'm not sure about any discounts or anything like that. I don't suspect there is, but the price on it is $1,265. So you're getting a lot of killer stuff for this. The bracelet, like I said, you have screw links, so there's no holes or anything on this side, so it's clean. And then you have the tiny screws. And again, I'm going to throw out the recommendation. I'm a big fan of this screwdriver, and guess what? It works. It fits great in there. When you order these watches, you can put in your wrist size. So when I did the order for it, I put in my wrist size. They sized it for me, and they nailed it. It's like they know what they're doing, right? So the extra links come in the box, and it was already sized for my wrist. I opened it up, and I just put it on, and it was good to go. It's amazing. That's one of the best things ever when you buy like a nice watch, or if you were to go to, like, you know, traditionally to get a really nice watch, you're going to go to an authorized dealer. Well, they're going to size it for you. So Formex does the same thing for you. It's just done in a mail order fashion. That's why they have that sizing chart there. And it's both in metric and standard. So you're going to be able to figure it out. It's not that complicated. And when you open it up, you're going to be able to wear it. So it's nice. All right, let's talk about the clasp a little bit. Like I said, I'm going to do other videos on this, but I just want to talk about the bracelet and the watch, and I'll do a separate video on the straps because the straps are trick too. But if we look at the bracelet, again, let's zoom in. You guys see that little white thing there? You know what that is, right? That's ceramic. That's right. They have ceramic ball bearings in there. They have them in there. They have them in that spot. And then the other thing I wanted to show you, like, I mean, everything they did on this is a departure from what you would traditionally see on a butterfly clasp or any sort of construction like this. So let me zoom back out because it hurt my eyes. So the other thing you have here is you have like a little quick easy link on a butterfly clasp. And then there's also the ceramic ball bearings in there. So, and that's easy to operate. It's a little stiff because it's all new, but that snaps back into place. You're going to fold that down, and then you're going to fold that down, and there you go. Very clean looking. Double pushers, and there's no like pin or anything that it snaps down into. When you push it together, it's these bars here. So I'm telling you, man, this thing is trick. Everywhere you look with this brand is tricks. Let me pop this Omega off wrist here, and let's put this guy on so I can show you a wrist shot. And sometimes I'll try on a watch with a butterfly clasp, and I'll have to fumble around with it. I can do this one quickly. It's easy for me to operate, and I haven't had any problems. I wear it, you know, they sized it like this, and I'm probably like right in between. My wrist might be a little bit smaller or a little bit bigger. I'm probably like right in my middle phase right now with, you know, wrist swell or whatever you want to call it. So if you see, I'm probably not going to be able to do it because it's sized right. But like, so if you were to flex your wrist like this, is if you're doing some activities and stuff, that's where the suspension would come into play. But I seriously can't get it to even do it. So because it's sized correctly and it just wears good. So, but if you needed to, you can quickly adjust this piece here, and now you just added, I don't know, probably about 5 millimeter. I don't know. That's probably about the standard, but you can see now it doesn't look as clean and as nice, but it's going to be more comfortable if you're in a hot environment or something, or you get that wrist swell. So it's awesome to have that option. So I think there's only a couple other companies out there that really have nailed down some sort of system with a butterfly clasp to still make it usable and comfortable. So in the first crown position, you know, wind, all that good stuff. I've been wearing it this whole week, even at work and everything. So it's been super comfortable. You know, I don't know if you guys know, but I work outside. I work with wrenches and tools, and I do all kinds of stuff, line locating and everything like that. And it's been extremely comfortable on wrist. And I'm not usually wearing like 43 millimeter watches. 42 is kind of my max. And this thing has been a pleasure to wear. I threw it on the time grapher before I started the video, and it's running at a -3 seconds dial up. So, but as far as wearing it, I feel like it's almost dead on. So, you know, different positions are going to record different times. So that's my first video, guys. BGW9 Lume. I'll shut the lights off so you can see that. I'll do another video later. I'll show you, changing the straps. Hopefully I'll get the video from Marcus showing the suspension assembly. And then if you guys have any questions, chime in down below in the comments, and then hopefully I can answer those and share those in the next video, say in like a week or so, because they have some cool stuff with the straps and everything too. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next vid. So nice application of BGW9, very thin but well applied. It has a really nice effect on the watch. It matches the elegance of what they were trying to, capture in kind of a tool type watch. So it's a very cool watch, guys. I'll catch you on the next vid.